Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the little bell to be a part of Tashian family. One video every Wednesday. Now I have been meaning to make this video for a long time, but I finally bit the bullet and decided to cancel my Ipsy subscription. Now we'll get to the why soon, but for now I have here with me the June 2020 Ipsy that we will be trying and testing and reviewing. In the end, I also have a bonus tip for you guys so you can get a free bag. Now I know this is pretty late to be doing a June Ipsy unbagging, but I can't help it since I've only received it about 2 days ago. Now this is one of the reasons I wanted to cancel my subscription. It is not the only reason though. It is pretty frustrating to get the package so late in the month, but at least it arrived with all products intact and nothing broken, which I have seen a few people face. I have opened up the contents but haven't really swatched or tried anything, so my review can be pretty much like a first impressions of the products. Now this is the bag that it comes in. Now this will be more like a try on and chat video while I test each product. I only have a few items here, so in makeup I have a shimmer eyeshadow, a highlighter and blush duo, and a lip crayon, so I will list down the other items that I have on as a base in the description box down below. First, we will be using this Velveteen Dream Shadow. This is by a brand called Inmo and it weighs about 2.5 grams, which is a good quantity for a single eyeshadow. Now, I've added a screenshot of this to my right there. So you have a discount code there for you to try. You can buy any other shade, but the shade that I got is Queen Bee. And though in the actual product there is shimmer, it's not so yellowy as much as I see it is brown copper shade. So let's just swatch this and see how it actually looks. Now it is not a very strong pigment, especially for my skin tone. So let's try to apply this with a wet brush to intensify the shade. Now let's just say it applies better with your own fingertips rather than any eyeliner brush or any eyeshadow brush, I must say. And also if you wet the brush a bit, it would intensify the pigment. Now that we're done with the eyes, I will finish up my eyes and be back in a second. And I'm back. I put on some eyeliner and threw on a pair of lashes that I'm currently testing. A review is coming soon. Now this is done. Let's move on to the blush and the highlighter palette. Now this little thing is by a brand called Pacifica. Let's just open it and see. So I'm not really sure whether I'm pronouncing it correctly, but it's called Pacifica and I'm gonna zoom you in here. Now I have received a blush and a bronzer duo from this brand and it was in one of my past glam bags and it was absolutely amazing. I love the tiny shimmer in both the bronzer and the blush that gave me almost like a goddess shiny skin when I was in the sun. So now I'm hoping that this new one too is good, if not better. So the previous one, I don't know what the shade was, but it looks very deep. It looks probably for a deeper skin tone. Now, one thing I love about these palettes is that they have a mirror at the back. It's basically a mirror that you can use while you're wearing your blush and bronzer. Now, the new one, which I've got in this time's Ipsy bag, is in the shade Cherry Gold. So it says here on the box that the product is about 8 grams, which means it is 4 grams each of the highlighter and the blush. The shade for blush is Cherry Spirits, and that for highlighter is Rose Gold, which sounds nice, but let's just see what they are. Now these shades, if you actually want to buy separately, they also come in the Cherry Bomb and Enlighten palettes. Now this one here is made without talc, parabens, mineral oil or sulfates, which is great. So let's just get into the swatching and trying out of these two shades that I've lately received. Now I did go a little over with the blush, which I feel is understood because the blush shade is beautiful on my skin tone, and if you have a similar shade of a skin tone, I think the blush is a steal. But let's just try the bronzer cum highlighter and see if it really works. Now it looks pretty, but I'm not really satisfied with the bronzer because it does have a very grayish tone in the end, which I'm not sure what it is, but it seems weird to me. But I just love the blush, so I wouldn't throw away the palette for sure. It's a steal at this rate of the Ipsy bag. But I do think that the shades have done justice to the shade names, which is basically Cherry Gold. This palette too has a mirror at the back, which is great because you can always use it to when you're on the go and you just want to carry one palette. It works wonders. Now we love the blush in this, and we're okay with the eyeshadow in this. So let's move on to the third product in my Ipsy bag, which is a lip crayon. Now the next one here is the Sugar Cosmetics Lip Crayon, which is basically matte as hell in shade Scarlet O'Hara. Now this is the product that I had selected as part of the pick one product of your choice. It looks to be a very pretty vibrant red with almost blue undertones. Now let's just swatch this and see. So it goes on very velvety and smooth, which is great. And if you look at the swatch, it almost makes me feel that this shade will be flattering and on all skin tones, and especially deeper tones because it has a very bluish undertone. Now let's apply this on our lips and see how it actually looks. Look. Now this one is particularly very smooth on your lips, and it doesn't feel heavy at all. Now this was all for the makeup in my June Ipsy 2020 bag, but I was matched for skincare with a Pure Heals Ginseng Berry 80 Overnight Mask, which is by a Korean brand called Nature Village. Now this has a gel-like finish and has ginseng as its first ingredient, which is great because the first ingredient is normally the one which is highest in its composition. I normally love Korean beauty products, and this one is no exception. It moisturizes the skin and leaves it hydrated. I wouldn't say it's magical, but yes, it does relax and calm my skin, and especially great for an overnight mask. So I got about 15 ml of this product, which is basically 0.5 fluid ounces. Now the last product here is the Kenzie body lotion. This one too has a discount code that you can use for your purchase if you want the full size product. Now this is manufactured again in China, but I have no idea which company this is by. Let's just look at the ingredients first. If you look at the ingredients, you see water and coconut oil as its highest quantity as part of its composition. This is So this is great because they're both natural products, and this too is paraben and sulfate free. Again, bonus. The quantity that I got for this one is about 30 ml, so I guess it's almost like a deluxe sample. Let's see the texture on this one. So it does have a aluminium seal to it. Now this doesn't have any amount of thickness because of the oil, but it does have a very smooth application. The only thing that you will notice is the strong stench of coconut oil, and if you're not comfortable with that, you should probably give this one not a go. But other than that, the product is nice. It's thick enough to apply and moisturize your skin, but not so thick that it leaves it with almost a sticky feeling. It does dry out, so that's not bad, and I don't mind this moisturizer, mainly because it's also free of perfume, but does have natural perfume, which is coconut oil, so that works great for this one. So now that I've covered all the products, I did decide to cancel my subscription, and for a very good reason. Now the Ipsy bag is always late for me. This is still fine because my plan was to try on different products by different brands that match basically my preferences, but unfortunately that has not been happening. I have been receiving similar products for a long time. For example, the Pacifica bronzers that you see here, and blushes. So the eyeshadows also that I normally get are basically in the shades of browns, bronze or yellow shades, and the highlighters are just a bit too gray for me. Now I don't want to rant bad things about this subscription because sometimes I do get great products. For example, this blush, for example, and also this lip crayon that I have tried, and it looks perfect for my skin tone. But for now, it seems that time has come for me to just give another subscription box a go. So it could be anything from a boxy charm to a birch box. Now I don't know that for now, but if you have tried both of these or any other subscription box that you have a preference for, do let me know in the comment section down below, and I will for sure try it out. But I also have a bonus tip before I actually leave this video. While I was going through the process of cancelling my subscription, the last page of the application asked if I would be okay to receive a bag that was absolutely free and give the subscription another chance. Now obviously I wouldn't let go of a chance to try 5 new products absolutely free, which is why I have continued for another month, and that would be basically paid by Ipsy. So if you're planning on ending your subscription anytime soon, just look out for that option as you request for cancellation and just get a bag of goodies absolutely free. So I guess this is not my last bag for now, but this is me signing off. Before I go, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next Wednesday. But until then, take care, stay safe, and love yourself.